Lena Horne. When you hear that name, a few words might come to your mind. Beauty, elegance, regal, talented, successful, poised, graceful. The list could go on and on. Those are words that I would associate with her. But love or lust or infatuation can make us act in ways that may be out of character. And if what Lena Horne's love triangle co-participants had to say about her is true, she was not being poised or graceful on the day that she found out that her lover, Joe Louis, was cheating on her with her supporting actress and chorus girl who was also a friend. Let's get into it. If you like these videos about your favorite and most scandalous celebrities from yesteryear that make the Ty Said What Ty Said channel a time capsule for the culture, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can know every time that I upload one of these videos or every time that I live stream. And comment "I subscribed" in the comment section so that I can say hello to you. Now, on to why you are here. Lena Horne rose to fame as a leading lady in movies and musicals in the 1930s and 1940s. She was labeled as the first black woman to have a long-term contract with a movie studio when she signed her contract with MGM Studios in 1942. But before then, like so many black women who wanted to break into the entertainment industry, she started as a chorus girl dancer at the famed Cotton Club in the Harlem district of New York City. It was at the Cotton Club that Lena would meet Cleo Hayes, another Cotton Club dancer who wanted her big break in Hollywood. The two ladies formed a friendship that would last for years, until a boxer came into the picture and messed up everything. At the same time that Lena Horne was becoming a household name, so was Joe Louis. He became the heavyweight boxing champion of the world in 1937, and he fought professionally for a little more than a decade. Joe Louis was no stranger to breaking bones and noses. He was also no stranger to breaking hearts, and in the case of Lena Horne and Cleo Hayes, breaking up a friendship. The two women had been friends for years, but everything would come to a head in 1943 when Lena Horne learned that Joe Louis was involved with her friend as well as herself. I will call it a love triangle only because that is what we call this sort of thing, but the fact is that if we have to give this a shape, it's more like a love pentagon because two of the parties in this love triangle were married at the time. By the way, if you like a good story about a messy love triangle, you can also check out my video called "Jermaine Jackson Married Randy Jackson's Baby Mama and Had 2 Kids with Her." You can see that video here, and I will also leave a link in the description box. Excuse the bad audio, I didn't know what the heck I was doing back then, but the story is juicy. Now, back to this juicy story. One of the people involved in this love triangle who was married was Joe Louis. The other married person was Lena Horne. She was legally married, but she was separated. As for Joe, he was just a notorious womanizer and everybody knew it, including his wife. Well, maybe everyone except for Lena knew just how serious Joe was about his womanizing ways, because Lena wanted to marry Joe. The fact is that he was known to keep more than one girlfriend around town at any given time, and this particular time, one of his other girlfriends was Lena's friend, Cleo. Lena Horne fell hard for the champ, and she believed every word that he said. Like so many married men before him, he told Lena that he was going to divorce his wife and marry her instead. Lena should not have fallen for it because this was a line that Joe was known for using with all of his girlfriends. Cleo Hayes knew that it was a line, and she didn't believe it. She was content to have a piece of Joe Louis because that was what she signed up for. Cleo knew that Joe had no intentions of being a one-woman man. For if that were the case, he would have been a one-woman man for his own wife. At this time, the champ was married to Marva Trotter. Joe Louis would marry 3 more times in his life. Oddly enough, his second marriage would be to Marva Trotter again, only a year after their first divorce. Marva separated from the champ 15 different times because of his cheating, but Lena Horne was in love. Plus, Lena Horne was Lena Horne. Surely his word, his promise had to mean something to her, right? Well, of course not, or we wouldn't have a video. Lena would learn how counterfeit Joe's words were on the set of her next movie. It was called Stormy Weather. It was an all-black musical, and Lena Horne was cast as the lead actress. She landed the role of Selena Rogers. Cleo Hayes was cast as a background dancer. Joe would visit the set to spend time with Lena Horne. Joe would also visit the set to spend time with Cleo Hayes. It didn't take too long for Lena to figure out what was going on, and when she did discover that her man, Joe Lewis, was visiting the set to spend time with her friend, she, unfortunately, did what every woman with misplaced anger does. She confronted Cleo Hayes about it, not Joe. Cleo and Lena went back and forth with words, and things got so heated that the altercation almost turned physical. But thankfully, their fellow cast members separated the two ladies because the situation almost came to blows. However, the argument got so out of hand that these two ladies never spoke to each other again. There are a few different versions about what happened next. According to one source, Cleo Hayes quit the film after this incident. But another source says that Lena Horne used her clout as the actress with the big contract to have Cleo Hayes fired. At this point, we'll never know the truth. But just to get a conversation going, let me know in the comment section if you think that Cleo quit or if you think that Lena had her fired. And also, let me know if you want to hear any more about Joe Lewis and his cheating, because he did a lot of that. And some of it is even connected to other famous people. My sources used for this video are Stormy Weather, The Life of Lena Horne, and My Life, Joe Lewis. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Ty Said What Ty Said channel. Please leave a thumbs up and comment so that we can get a discussion going. And share this video on all of your social media, especially your Facebook. That really helps me out a lot. And subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can know when my next video is ready for you. And if you don't like what I'm saying but you love it, feel free to hit that applaud button just below your video screen there and send me some
donations.
Yeah, baby. See you on the next video.